Today on TFL Classics, we're doing a deep dive into our Honda Acti, and to do that, I've brought along the truck expert himself from TFL Truck, Andre.
This is a cute little truck, but how capable is it really?
We gotta find out. As fun as it is to drive this Honda Acti, there's also a lot of really cool features that make this very useful. So Andre and I are gonna run through some of the neat stuff on this Acti.
I love this bed case because you can undo two latches in the back.
A little stuck.
And then you could fold down the sides. Look at this. And this could also be like a dance floor. You can have a little party.
I like that idea.
Yes.
Yeah, so you make it completely flat, which is really cool. And your engine is right under here. Now, Andre, it is pretty cool that this is mid-engine, and that makes a lot of sense for the packaging. But it does mean there could be a situation where maybe you need to do a little work on your motor and you got a bed full.
Yeah, well, let's say if you're carrying a pallet or some 4x8 sheet of material, how are you going to get to the top of the engine?
That could be an issue.
Okay, but also, this bed has 350 kilograms, according to this sticker, of payload, which is what, about 700, a little bit over 700 pounds of payload.
That's not bad considering that these weigh anywhere from about 1,500 pounds to 2,000 pounds. It's impressive.
Yes.
And you may be wondering about damaging the body when you fold the bed sides down, but they've included these little rubber stoppers on the front and the rear so that when it drops down, you won't hit sheet metal on sheet metal.
So how long is this thing?
This entire vehicle is about 10.5 feet long, just over, which is not very big. But if we look at the bed, what's really impressive is that from the very front of the bed to the back, we're over 6 feet, about 6.5 feet or a little more.
Okay, so with the tailgate down, you could carry a 4x8 sheet of any material back here.
This is a bigger bed than a lot of the much larger trucks we have in this garage.
Well, let's measure the F-150, the best-selling nameplate, right? And the bed on this crew cab Ford is
67, so it's about 5.5, so it's a foot shorter than our Acti.
But what about tie downs?
Andre, there's tons of tie downs on the outside of the bed and even out here on the tailgate. This is pretty old school. We used to have some trucks here in the States that had these type of tie downs, but this is awesome.
So 4 plus 4 plus 3, nice, 11.
Plus 2 more on the headache rack, Andre.
No way, 13?
That's pretty good.
Because I think the most surprising thing about this little truck is that it's also a 4x4.
Full time.
Let's go check it out.
Case, this is close quarters in here.
Yeah, well, you feel very close to everything that you're driving over because the front end falls off like a cliff.
Yes.
And you're right, oh my God, you're right at the front of the vehicle.
I felt that in the seat.
Yeah, so it's like driving absolutely nothing else, because it's a tiny cab over is basically the design. And they built these from 1977 to 2021, so the Acti was around for a long time. Oh
Jesus.
No! Oh no, Andre!
Sorry, I apologize.
Oh no! That sounded brutal.
Can I get out?
No.
I want to get out.
If I'm doing this, you have to do this too.
No, I'm adding weight unnecessarily.
It's funny because usually these logs are not too big for vehicles to drive over, but they feel also bigger than usual.
So
right
it does have four-wheel drive, but it's not low range.
No,
right?
and I'm trying to slip the clutch to get us over these rocks, and then jump to the brake so that we don't slam down. And we're almost down, Andre. We got this.
You're doing a good job.
All right. Well, so that was that.
Okay, I don't think the Acti original requirements included descending major logs.
No, but it does it.
As great as the bed is, which I love, okay, so, this is a little bit difficult for me to get inside of.
I don't think it was designed for you, Andre. You're almost 6'3".
Didn't they say that you can only weigh about 100 kilograms to drive this?
It says 2 people of 100 kilograms or less on the inside.
I do know this, that I'm over 100 kilograms.
Yeah, you look a little cramped on the inside, but these are just sacrifices you have to make to have a compact truck.
And also my knee hits the blinker
Yeah, it does.
when I drive.
And the wiper.
Yeah.
This being a very utilitarian, work-oriented vehicle does not have a lot of luxury features, and you can see that no place better than in the dash. There's a fuel gauge, a temp gauge, a speedometer, and some dummy lights. That's it. Even though this is a 5-speed manual, which is kind of nice because other versions of the Acti were 4 speeds, this one doesn't have a tach. Nothing that fancy.
Okay, so how many cup holders do you have inside?
Well, I've got 2 hands, Andre.
What?
I guess they're mostly occupied. Depends if I have a passenger, because if I have a passenger, then they have 2 cup holders.
That's un-American, I think.
Andre, there may be no cup holders, but there is an ashtray and a lighter.
How big is the glove box?
For the size of the vehicle, it's not bad.
Wow, this is the smallest glove box I think I've seen.
Leave it alone. Ultimately, if you want to abuse these, you absolutely can, and they will hold up to it because this is a Honda. You're rubbing a little bit.
You're berserk.
Oh man! Oh, we're getting through it, Andre.
This is trenches.
Hold on,
We did it,
dude. That was pretty good.
I'm in shock.
Look, it's not a trail machine, but these vehicles have to go where they're needed,
Yes.
which means they need to be rugged and they need to be able to get around. And it certainly does that.
Wow.
And you've done some pretty crazy things with this vehicle as well.
Yes, so I actually went to David's Happy Yak Ranch, and we put a gigantic bale of hay. Well, let me show you.
Yeah.
Question is, are our springs still in the proper shape? Cool. She still has arc.
Go, go, move, move, move. Oh, they're scared now.
Since the bed sides fold down, there's not a lot of places for you to put a fuel filler, but hey, the fuel tank's right there, so you fill up your gas pretty low on the vehicle, but right next to the tank.
This is pretty cool case because the battery itself, the 12 volt, is easily accessible. It's on the side, but it's also not protected from like branches or something else hitting it.
Well, we do own a cover for it, but we leave it on a battery tender, and I think one of the Micas might have misplaced the cover.
There's a windshield washer fluid canister right there.
Right.
And also the spare tire is hanging underneath here, but it's really well, actually it doesn't move too much.
Yeah, and it's a tiny spare at that.
It's tiny donut.
And speaking of wheels, this is a tiny 145 width tire on a 12-inch wheel with drum brakes in the rear, very simple, but discs in the front, pretty nice.
That's where most of the stopping power is in the front.
Exactly.
He's a madman. This guy's a madman.
Well, we gotta thoroughly test it.
Wow.
And let's see. One last couple of rocks here. Oh man, oh geez. Oh no.
You're doing it.
We need a little bit of momentum, Andre. Wow. Hey, look, the Acti, it gets around. You might not be shaped quite the same in your spine and everything afterward, but you can get there.
I thought you're gonna, the engine was gonna bog. I thought we're gonna stop.
Oh, the gearing is low.
We did not stop.
No, and I gotta say, in general, driving around these K vehicles, even when you're not doing ridiculous stuff like what we were just doing, is a lot of fun because you're shifting with your left hand, which here in these parts,
unusual.
We're not used to.
Yes.
So it feels very different. Like we said, your seating position and your view out the front of it is very different because you're right at the front of the vehicle.
Which is a lot of visibility, actually.
Yeah. Also, your turn signal is on the opposite side, so sometimes it trips you up a little bit if you're not thinking about it. Instead of that turn stalk being on the left, it's on the right. These are so much fun to drive. You can ring them out. It's a 656cc 3-cylinder with about 40 horsepower.
But it's not bad, actually.
No, because it weighs nothing. So it gets going just fine. And they're fun to drive because they're rev-happy little engines, and the manual transmission is awesome. So these are just such cool machines. We really enjoy them. They're super useful here at the ranch.
Yeah, exactly. For example, Tommy uses it, to maybe take some garbage out, bring some different materials back and forth, right? So very useful machine. And I'm shocked that I never expected it to climb rocks and do the trenches. I never expected this.
No, it's certainly not what it was designed to do, but likewise, these are designed to do whatever is needed of them.
This is a tough truck.
It is, absolutely.
It's a very tough truck.
A little rattly.
I think maybe it's not happy about what just happened to it.
Well, I knew the payload of this truck was very useful, but I had no idea it could do that off-road.
It's all around a pretty impressive little machine. It definitely punches above its weight class. And the cool thing is, at least here in Colorado, in not too long, you're going to be able to street drive and register these vehicles. Right now, this one just has a South Dakota plate on it. That's not our plate that was on it when we bought this. But we'll be able to put this on the road after not too long.
That would be amazing, because it is a 30-year-old vehicle. That's why it was imported into this country. And for us to actually be able to go into town, maybe do some grocery shopping or to the home improvement store, that's going to be huge.
It's going to be awesome. So these are really cool vehicles, especially for the amount that they cost. You can get them relatively cheap. It costs a bit of money to import them. They're super useful. They're fun to drive. They sip fuel. They're just awesome machines. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks to Andre for helping me test out a truck, as always.
Love it.
And we'll see you next time.